Tell me about if Donald Trump does not win, what do you do?
I hope that I'm going to die.
You want to die if Donald Trump doesn't win.
I do. I don't want to live like this anymore. You like our country the way it is now?
So what do you trust?
I trust Donald Trump.
Miles.
Why all of this passion for Donald Trump?
Well, two things. These rallies, this is the greatest show on earth, the Trump rally. I mean, Donald Trump is our first rock star superhero president. I mean, he's like the real life Tony Stark. They should call him President Iron Man.
If Jesus were an Iowa voter, who do you think Jesus would vote for?
No, Trump for sure.
Yeah, definitely Trump.
If Jesus was an Iowa voter, who do you think he would choose?
Man, I really think he would choose Trump because I think Trump's for Christianity.
Personally, I think he would vote for Trump. I think Jesus, I know God. He wants people to do what they believe in, and I always believe that's what Trump wants people for, too.
If Jesus were a voter in Iowa, who do you think he'd vote for in this next election?
I'm praying that Jesus would vote for Trump.
Is there anything that Trump could do that would cause you not to vote for him?
No. I mean, other than being caught with a dead woman or a live boy in bed, no, there's nothing he could do.
Is there anything he could do that you could imagine that would stop you from voting for him?
What he could do to stop me from voting for him, he'd die.
He's over 50% in Iowa. Is there anything he could do to lose your support?
I don't have the imagination to think about that.
Is there anything he could do that would lose your support?
No.
All right. So what is it, sir, then now we're rolling. What is it that brings you out here today?
Trump. We got to save our country.
And what do we have to save it from?
Democrats.
All of them?
Yep.
And what do you think of the president?
Biden, he's not a president. He's a pissant.
Well, I mean, the person who is the president, I guess.
You mean the fact? No, he ain't a president.
President Trump said that on day one, he would spend the first day of his next administration, should he win, as a dictator.
He ain't a dictator. He loves the country, and he ain't going to sell our country out either, so.
Would you rather have 4 years of Trump as a dictator or 4 years of Biden?
I'd rather have 8 years of Trump.
No, I'm saying, would you rather have 4 years of Trump as a dictator or 4 years of Biden as a president?
Trump as a dictator.
President Trump, if he were to walk up to us now, what would you say to him?
I would tell him that I would lay down my life for his security, and that I hope that he makes it through all of the shenanigans that are going on right now.
That's saying quite a lot, that you'd lay down his life. There are people who are paid to do that.
You're right.
And you'd say that you would do it regardless.
Exactly.
If President Trump walked up to you and you want to have a heart-to-heart with him right now, what would you say to him?
I'd say I love him. Thank you for everything you've done. He's just a beautiful guy.
And what you talked about how you love him, you followed him since you went down the escalator and all of that. What is it like? What's one thing he did when he was in office that you really loved?
He didn't lie to us. He never lied to the American people. He always told us the truth, and he was the first president to ever be honest and tell the American people that he was on our side.
He tells the truth. Might have a bad mouth, but he tells the truth.
What about the indictments? Do those bother you at all?
Absolutely not. I don't even believe they have any value, any truth to them. They're fake. Absolutely fake.
You now have former Trump administration officials that are saying that there were untoward things after the election, and there are all these indictments. Does that give you pause at all?
No, they're just going after him. They've said they were going to go after him from even before his presidency last time. They've just been after him because he's such an outsider, and that's what I like about him, because he's not a politician.
But now he is, right?
No.
We saw some tape of Jenna Ellis and Ken Chesbrough, who were part of Donald Trump's legal team in 2020 after the election. And they're saying some pretty damning things. Does any of what you're hearing bother you in terms of your support?
So, no.
Tell me about the shirt you're wearing.
Pretty much speaks for itself.
Is that something you would really like to see happen?
Absolutely.
Even with that crucifix dangling over it, what would Jesus think of that?
Absolutely. He's not just a traitor now, he's been a traitor for decades. Everybody knows it.
But again, you have Jesus hanging overhang for Biden. Would Jesus be cool with it?
What's the penalty for treason? Death.
If you could have an option of 4 years of Donald Trump as a dictator or 4 years of Joe Biden as a president, what would you choose?
Donald Trump.
Even as a dictator?
He wouldn't be a dictator.
No, but I'm in this silly hypothesis.
Donald Trump. I'd still say Donald Trump. Absolutely.
What will you do if former President Trump were to lose again?
Well, depending on how honest of an election it looked like it was, if it was honest and run correctly, I would accept it. If it wasn't, I would not accept it.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Then maybe we'll have to make him king.
Would we want to go back to a monarchy?
You don't know what's going to happen.
Would you be, if they decided to go back to a monarchy and make Donald Trump the king, would you be okay with that?
I would do that versus what we're at now.